Hi everyone, my name's Kate Kaltoff and welcome to a Cards in a Snap. This is a feature that I've started doing that shows you how quickly and easily you can create cards. These are the cards we're making today, and we're using the stamp set called Simply Sketch. This is a hostess set, so you'd have to have at least a $150 personal order or have a party in order to purchase this set from Stamping Up. But it's got 3 great images and 3 super often used sentiments. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to need is a base card. So this is an Early Espresso base card, and it's cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. And then all you do is fold your score line. I always fold towards the mountain. That gives you a cleaner, crisp crease. And then the next thing we're going to do is we'll need an inside panel for this card. I've cut that out of very vanilla cardstock at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to take some snail. You don't need to put snail all over your inside panel, just right along the top edge is fine. Keep it nice and flowing. And then the next step is to go ahead and layer our 2 panels that you can see right here. So I have used some paper from our Neutrals pack. We have a Designer Series paper stack in the Neutrals collection. These are the 2 colors. These are some of the colors that I'm using. I've got Sahara Sand on this side and Crumb Cake on this side, and I thought those looked nice with our Early Espresso paper. And so I cut this little chevron pattern at 2.5 by 4 inches, and then I love a 3/16 inch width so as my mat layer, and so this is 2 11/16 by 4 3/16. And if you don't like measuring that closely, just a quarter larger would be a good alternative. So I'm just going to put a little snail back here, and we're going to adhere this panel to our Whisper White panel. And now we can go ahead and adhere this to the card. I think I'll use glue for this. Just going to put a little bit of glue on the back side here, and we will put this right in our card. I like to use glue because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room so that I can get this set just perfectly. There we go. And now, of course, the next thing we need to do is stamp our image. Now, I've already used the bird image on this card, which is a sympathy card, and I've gone ahead and I've used the flower image for this birthday card. So we are going to use this vine image, and we're going to make it a thank you card. So the first thing that you need to do is, of course, ink up your vine image. I have it on one of our Claremont blocks, block H, and I'm just going to stamp this on a piece of very vanilla cardstock. Then I've got the blender pen here, and I'm just going to go in, and the sooner you do this after stamping, the darker your blending is going to be, because with the ink being a little bit wet, it makes it a little bit more distinctive. If you'd like a lighter look, you can go ahead and stamp this, wait a couple minutes, and then do it, and you'll have a little bit of a lighter blended image. But we'll go with a darker look today so you can see how to do this. There we go. So now we've just added a little bit of color to our stamped image, and we've kept it all nice and monochromatic. Then what we need to do is cut this out. So we have, right here we have our ovals collection from Stamping Up, and I'm using the 2nd largest oval. Now this will cut a little bit of the stem off on the bottom, but that's okay. We don't need it. So I have one here that I've already cut so that we can keep the video moving along, and it's looks just like that. So we are going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on that. We'll just drop a couple of dimensionals on the back side of this oval and set this right here on our card. And while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and stamp the inside. So what I'm going to do is take this stamp that I've just used, and I'm not going to re-ink it. I'm just going to set it here in the left corner, and notice how light that is and how pretty it looks. Then we're going to take our thank you image, our thank you sentiment, and put that right up here. That's stamped in full strength. And the inside of our card is done. Now the finishing touch would be a little bit of a ribbon along here. I wanted to go with a more masculine look on this card, so I am using the natural trim ribbon from Stampin' Up! That looks like this. And what I'm going to do is cut it a little bit longer than what I need. And then we're going to put some tape, some snail, right through the center, but we're going to leave ourselves plenty of handle room because this is very sticky stuff and we don't really want to touch it if we don't have to. So we're just going to set it on our card like so, but we're setting it gently and lightly. We're not actually going to adhere it down with determination until we have these ends trimmed. So now we can go ahead and we can trim our end into the look we like. And now we can press and our card is complete. There it is, a card in a snap. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a great day and thank you so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. Bye-bye.